Hey everyone, it's Crystina Poncher. Thank you for joining us for our Q&A with Oscar Valdez. Oscar, thanks for joining me. I mean, what have you been doing? Where are you at? How are you kind of keeping yourself and your family safe during this really uncertain time?
Well, we just pretty much doing it as everybody else, doing what we can. But it was very hard in these days, in these times. I was in San Diego training, but then we started hearing these rumors, and me and my cousin Baba, we just flew back to Mexico, to Hermosillo, Sonora. That's where I'm at right now with my family, and yeah, we've just been right here ever since then for about 3 weeks already.
You were training in San Diego, getting ready for a fight. I know that obviously there's been talks, even obviously covering your last fight in our conversation about a fight with Berchelt being next. Is that kind of what the plan was for you for your next fight?
Yeah, we only have one fighter in our mind right now, which is Canelo Berchelt, because I'm the mandatory fighter. It's a mandatory fight, and there was rumors it was going to be May 9th, so I was already back in San Diego in training camp for May 9th. But then we got the news that fight date they gave it to Jose Ramirez and Victor Posto, and so but we just continued training. It wasn't going to hurt us to stay more time in camp. And then we started hearing these news, that the coronavirus was growing, and that these fights were being canceled. That's the reason why we came back. But the main focus we were already thinking about Alacran Brichet for sure.
So when boxing and everything does resume, you guys are still on the same page about that being the fight that you want next.
Oh yeah, I mean the fight hasn't been announced yet, but it's a mandatory fight. The fight has to happen. I think on our side we're ready to sign the contract because I'm going for my dream. I want that belt, and but we want to make it official now. We want to make it official, and I was already training for that fight, but right now we just got to train back home. It is what it is. We just got to stay focused right now, and it's not like we can do much home. We've been trained as much as we can, and then just wait for the big news.
Well, hey, I mean, I know from doing camp life and covering your career for many years that there are worse places that people could be quarantined than where you're at right now. You have property, you have animals, you have crocodiles, you have everything over there.
We're blessed, we're blessed. And we're talking, me and my cousin Bubba, that we have it, even though, it sucks in some ways because we want to be in training camp, we don't have it that bad, because I have my ranch. Going back and forth from my ranch. There's nobody in my ranch. It's not like I have contact with nobody else. We are taking this very seriously. We're not seeing no friends, no family members outside of what we're already in our house. And, we're just going back and forth on the ranch, doing as much as I can.
So your last fight was your first fight at 130 pounds. Adam Lopez moves up from the undercard because of all the drama with your opponent. Have you had a chance to watch the fight back now? And what did you think about your debut at 130 pounds?
It's funny, and it's pretty funny how I was in the best shape of my life. Pretty much, I was one of the best training camps I've had. But one of my worst performance I've had. It's pretty weird because like I said, I was feeling great. I was feeling great in training camp. I was feeling great to make weight. I did see the fight. I think I was a little too patient. I'm gonna say the word. I think I was a little bit too confident in there, thinking that I was gonna take my opponent out of there. I know that's something that no boxer should ever do in the ring. Get a little too confident, but sometimes you make those mistakes, and I made one of those mistakes, of which I paid the price. I underestimated Adam Lopez inside the ring for just a couple of seconds, and that was just enough. Inside that ring, I was feeling so good that I just made that simple mistake, and that just got me very frustrated. Being on the canvas, being on the having that 8 count, I got very angry at myself, and I just try to do my best to win. Eventually I end up catching them, and they end up stopping the fight.
Let me ask you, in that moment, in that lapse of judgment, when you went down, were you hurt in that moment?
Once I got up, my vision got back together. I wasn't really hurt. I was perfectly fine. When I fell, I knew it right away. I was, I'm in the canvas, get up. My hand slips a little bit, and then that's where I said, "Wow, I'm hurt." And once I got up, I was feeling ready to go. I wasn't hurt. I wasn't dizzy. Nothing.
With that being said, how long do you see yourself staying at 130 pounds? What are your goals there?
Well, I don't think I'm moving up anytime soon. I've been a featherweight for pretty much all my career for ever since I turned pro in 2012, and I think it was already time to go up to 130, and I don't see myself going up anytime soon. Right now, I want to accomplish my dream to become a world champion again. 130. That's why I'm going for the biggest challenge right now, which is the guy we all want to see fight. Santa Cruz.
Yeah. Do you think that that's the toughest challenge in the 130-pound division?
Oh, for sure. I think Alacran Berchelt is the toughest fighter and the toughest champion in that division. That's why we want to fight. We want to fight him. We want to go for everything.
Let's get to some questions from the fans. The first question is about Shakur Stevenson. We had him on the chat as well, and he said that he would love to fight you. Because he's going to go up to 130 pounds. If he does move up to 130, is that a fight that you would be interested in?
Of course, I would love that fight, and especially now because it's it can see there's a lot of people, and including maybe even him, who think I'm avoiding that fight, which I'm not. I'm chasing my dream to become a world champion. The first things first, I want to fight for the world title with Alacran Berchelt. I think Alacran Berchelt is a tougher opponent than Shakur Stevenson. No offense to Shakur. Shakur's a great fighter. He'll be up there. We'll have to fight sooner or later. That's no doubt. If he goes up to 130, I'll gladly fight him. But right now, I think it's a bigger challenge to face Alacran Berchelt. I think anybody could agree on that. That's a fight that eventually is going to happen. So, yeah, especially to clear that that I'm avoiding fighters. I've never avoided fighters. That we're boxers. That's what we're born to do. I've been boxing since I was 8-9 years old. So I'm not scared of no fighter out there. So why would I be scared to face Shakur Stevenson? Like I said, he's a great fighter, but this isn't nothing new to us. We'll fight anybody.
Hey, you're not even scared of damn alligator. Put your hands in the damn mouth of the alligator crocodile. So you're not scared. I'm sure you're not scared of another human being, okay? All right.
No.
A question from Fernando. He says, could you see a fight with Leo Santa Cruz being made in the near future? And what would a fight between the two of you mean to you personally?
We've been wanting to fight Leo Santa Cruz for a long time, but, due to the politics of boxing, him being with PBC and then other promotional companies, I think that's the main reason why these fights don't happen. That's why I'm so excited right now that I get the chance to fight somebody like Alacran Berchelt, because this is a big name. He has a title belt. If the fight happens eventually with Leo Santa Cruz, I would love it because his style and my style would definitely be a fan pleasing fight. I think everybody would love that fight, especially in the LA area. So I would gladly give my fans what they want, which, like I said, with Santa Cruz.
This question's from David. He said, at what age did you start boxing?
I started training when I was 8 years old. But my first fight, I had it when I was 9, my first amateur fight. You got to be very disciplined in everything you do in life. If you're a boxer, a soccer player, a lawyer, a teacher, whatever you are, you just got to be disciplined.
Coming from Kevin, and he wants to know, how many total pets do you have right now, and will you continue to adopt more pets?
Off the bat, I don't have a clear number because I do got a lot of them. Because I got little tortoises, so if I count all of them, you'll have more than 20 pets. I got a lot of bunnies. I got an anaconda. Got like 4 goats. I got some new pigs, some new micro pigs. So I got 4 of those little ones. Got 2 horses, 1 pony. I got a lot of parrots. I got like 5 parrots. And I got a lot of animals, man, and it's fun. It's fun. People know that I love animals, and they just come to my ranches. They go, "Hey, Oscar, here's a new pig," and yeah, I just take them all in. But it's starting to get a little hard, because it's not the money, it's not it's not the food. It's just the maintenance. It's people just continue to keep on giving me animals, and it's hard to say no.
With what's happening with the coronavirus and things, are you able to still feed?
Yeah, a lot of these animals, people think that because you have an alligator, it's a lot of food, and is you have to give it a lot of food, and not really. There's a lot of things to do at the ranch. There's actually my alligator is the cheapest one out of all of them because there's a lot of pigeons come down to drink water in this area, and apparently they don't see him, and then they get eaten by my alligator, Steve.
Apparently they don't.
He's pretty. Yeah, it's very cheap to have Steve in my ranch, and my other animals. It hasn't been so hard Actually, it hasn't been hard. On the contrary, it's been easier now that I'm back home, and I have a lot of time to go out there and give them time one by one because they pretty much all eat from the same thing. They all eat hay and vegetables. So we got an area planted. We got a lot of vegetables and stuff like that, and we just feed most of the animals with that.
We have a boxing question. What benefits do you think you've had so far from training in the same stable as Canelo?
It's been pretty cool, just because we all have the same energy. We all have the same energy in the gym. We all carry a nice vibe. When you have a guy like Canelo training at the gym and someone like other fighters like Panterita Neri, Ray Martinez, Ryan Garcia, we just carry a good vibe in the gym. There's been like 2 or 3 times already where I've trained side by side with Canelo. And it's just motivating, because it's in certain ways a little bit is competition, because he's hitting the bag. If he hits the bag, 10 times. I want to hit it 11 times, 12 times. It's pretty cool to train with fighters who all have the same dream.
Well, I hope that we get back to business as usual here sooner rather than later, because I know a lot of people are anxious to see you back in the ring. I mean, it's been since the end of November. And I know a lot of guys, it's like want to fight at least 2-3 times a year. And the longer this goes, the harder it'll be.
Yeah, it was a tough 2018 because I only fought once. And then you try to get back on it, 2019. And now, starting off 2020, with no fights. So, hopefully this all adjusts, but, it's pretty scary times. This virus is stopping everything. I just hope everything comes back to normally very soon. I'm just gonna be positive about it. Everything happens for a reason. I'll be patiently waiting for when they announce it. I feel like my name has been leaving the boxing world. A lot of people are forgetting about me, and I'm not done.
That's why you're here. See,
I still got a lot of things to do.
Remind everybody. Before we wrap up, I know you have a lot of fans. If there's anything you'd like to say to them, maybe even in Spanish, to kind of tell them to keep their heads up in this time, and you'll be back, and everybody just stay inside. If you'd like to say something to them, now's your chance. My message to everybody is just please stay home. Just take this very seriously. Let's not put our elders in danger. Your grandma, your mother, your grandpa, a friend. Let's not put them in danger. So let's just obey commands. Let's just stay in house. Do the work inside, and look at the bright side. Be with our family more time. We can do certain things that we weren't doing because we never had. So please let's just stay home and enjoy our time with our family as much as we can. And y para toda mi gente allá afuera, simplemente decirles que a la gente que está tomando esto en serio, pues felicitarlos porque los están quedando en su casa. Y para muchos siento que no han estado tomando este problema muy en serio. Creo que hay mucha gente todavía que está saliendo a reuniones amigos. Les diría yo que pues, por favor se queden en casa. Aprovechen este tiempo, pues estar con su familia, hacer cosas que nunca han podido porque no tienen tiempo. A lo mejor leer un libro. Mantenerse en casa es lo más importante mientras que pase todo este problema del coronavirus. Espero yo también tener buenas noticias. Sabemos todos que queremos la pelea contra Miguel Berchelt, un gran peleador, un gran campeón, pero nuestro sueño es llegar a ser campeón mundial en las 130 libras. Así que yo también voy a estar esperando con paciencia a ver cuándo me anuncian mi siguiente pelea, pero estamos seguros que va a ser con Miguel Berchelt, así que les voy a prometer una buena pelea cuando llegue ese momento. Saludos a todos, Dios los bendiga, que todos hay que estar juntos en estos momentos tan difíciles. Saludos a todos. Take care of yourself. And we hope to see you soon. Okay, Oscar?
Thank you. Miss you guys. See you soon, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.